said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. He's got it. Big play. Takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They just keep firing. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Gun, the inside give. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Small. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuber. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
He's got the tight end. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Small. Got it in the middle, it's Huber. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Looking left. This time he's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the lone back. Can't get him to the ground. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Small. It's complete. At the 45 on its way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cuber.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
To the air on first down. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Harvin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone of a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Back to pass, it's Small. He unleashes a long one, and he's got it at the 15-yard line. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think that...
Turning it on! Running through contact. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Rush is on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's small. Right on the money. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
The Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Black 24. Green 25. Cut it, cut it.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. To the air, it's small. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's an alley on the left. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing.
And the ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal?
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Mississippi State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to throw, it's small. Catch open down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Morton. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Going right to work up top. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's small. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Get set.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the rope corner, taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Reads it, fires complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll try the run. Turning it on! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another...